So on Friday afternoon, Ken said that on Sunday today, the guys were going to gather with all the old cars and so on, and there's just a group of the enthusiasts here in Mpumalanga, Nelspruit, surrounding area, and they are going to Mankele, which is just down the road here. It's a bit of a drive and so on, have a braai and a little bit of a social.
Welcome. I hope you're going to enjoy your day with us, and it'll be a great day out.
My granddad brought me up, and he had a chef like this, brand new out of the box. He was a farmer. A client of mine, he lives in Stiltes. He phoned me, said he can't get the bakkies brakes working.
Yes.
A guy came the weekend from Koster to come and fetch the bakkie. He sold it, and he couldn't get it going. So I went there and I took my mechanic with, and he saw immediately what the problem was. The brake master, they did only the front rubber. They didn't know it got two pistons.
Okay, okay.
And we fixed it, and I asked, will the guy come all the way from Koster to come and fetch the bakkie again? He says, he doesn't know, but he will find out.
Is it?
The next day he phoned me, he says, I can get the bakkie. So I immediately went to the bank and draw the money.
Really? May I ask, how much this bakkie cost you?
10,000.
10,000 rand. You know what? You're not going to believe it. I had one of those old Ford Fairlanes. You know the ones like in New York, they used to drive those big. There was a big yellow one.
Yeah.
I sold the thing to a guy for 3,500 rand. You know,
Oh, that was a foolish thing to do.
Very foolish thing. You know, I bought it so because we had a band at that time, and I thought it was very cool to have those big yellow car
like Elvis.
To pull. Yeah, that thing was, and it had the key didn't work anymore, so you just had to press the button and the car would go. You know. But tell me something. What were your challenges further on this bakkie? I mean, there must have been some.
Nothing. That guy, Chris, the owner, he bought the bakkie new. And he only used it to pull his boat to Lorenzo Marks to go fishing.
Yes.
And that's all he used the bakkie for. He was a very short man.
Yes.
And he bumped the bakkie like that.
Oh, is it? Okay, okay.
He couldn't see properly where he's turning.
Oh, right. Oh, so when he sits inside in the cab, he doesn't. How would you describe the personality? If you likened it to an animal, to what type of personality would you say this vehicle is to you?
I would say a Brahman bull.
A Brahman bull.
Man, this car I found in Pretoria by pure chance. I was sleeping over at the guest house in Pretoria East, and I got up the morning so early that I couldn't go and do my business, and I saw on the plot next door a guy coming up to feed his Impala, and I started talking to him, and then after a while we talked about cars, and then he said he's got a little Alpha in the storeroom that he might be able to sell. And I said, what? Can we go and look? Opened the store, and this was this green Alpha standing there. He bought this car new in '84, and he had it all the time, and it was parked for about 5 years. And we agreed on a price, and the next Saturday I went up with the trailer and I picked it up. Came back on the Saturday, me and my son, the afternoon, and Sunday morning at 12 o'clock I had it running.
So it's an 1800 engine,
1800, yeah.
Yes, but it seems to have such a huge looking block, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
a big aluminium block, and the interesting thing is that this gearbox is sitting at the back on the diff. It's not here, it's not behind the engine, it's sitting on the diff.
How
Diff
interesting.
and the gearbox is one piece.
That is that's obviously something unique to. Was it only this car, or were there other cars?
It was these ones, the Giuliettas. It started off with the Alfetta. The Alfettas had them first on the 2 liters, and the Alfa GTV, the 2 liters and the V6s, they all have the same principle of the gearbox on the rear on the diff. So this the suspension at the back is independent suspension, which makes road holding, and that weight on the back wheels gives this thing the road holding that is unique, absolutely unique. It's a tough question, but I think it's like a cat that doesn't like people. You know, it will love you. You don't have to love it. It will love you and leave you, but it's reliable and it's always there.
Adra, you have got a beautiful car here. This is it a Jaguar?
No, it's a Daimler 4.2.
Oh, but it looks so similar. So in other words, there must have been.
You can see the grille is different, and the taillights is different on the Daimler and on the Jaguar.
Okay.
A cousin of mine in Delmas phoned me and he said he got a car, and we went and have a look at it, and I said no, I don't want it. And the guys I'm working with, Johan Roos and Roku Foster, they went behind my back and bought it for me for my birthday about 4 years ago.
But tell me exactly what about this car grew on you. Why did you decide to hang on to it and not sell it?
It's something different, you know. It's nice and it's driving very nice. Yeah, that's the main thing on it, you know.
So obviously,
this is the first. On this one, it's the first. It came out in '83. It's the first one that came out fuel injection. It's not carburetor anymore. This is a fuel injection now. It's a few problems, you know. On this English cars, you know, you always have got a problem with oil leaks. Yeah, but that is not major.
Ooh, and I bet you the inside is pristine as
Yeah,
always.
the one seat got a mark on it, you know, but otherwise it's still in good condition. Wow. Keep it clean and keep it running.
Beautiful, yeah. Let's have a look at the engine. Beautiful. What size engine has this car got?
4.2.
4.2.
I think it's 175 horsepower or something like that.
Wow.
Now this they call the pepper pot drums.
Yes.
You remember
Why?
the old pepper pots you got? All that it looks exactly the same.
Oh, because of the holes in it,
Yeah.
like that. Okay, I got it.
The shape, they're just beautiful. I genuinely, I've always wanted a little red convertible, but being able to get one that's this particular shape that Michelotti designed is just stunning.
What can you tell me about the engine on this car?
It is the original engine. It has been restored by the gent who owned it before me. It's 70 cubic inches displacement, which is about 1.2 liters almost. Mostly original. It has a new fuel pump in, and it has a electronic ignition. But other than that, it's actually in really good condition. It runs beautifully. I don't really have any problems with it.
Do you have another car, or is this your?
No, I do. I have a 2017 Suzuki Swift with air conditioning and airbags, and it's very comfortable to drive for more than 200 kilometers or so. But this is just perfect, especially in White River, where it's like, I need milk. It's a 3-minute drive. This is perfect for just zipping around town and having some fun and to go and do some light grocery shopping and that sort of thing. So.